Hello, so I'm just doing this short video to answer some questions that I get asked quite regularly about people coming to their first yoga class. I teach yoga, I do lots of different classes throughout the week, including pregnancy, mum and baby, and vinyasa and hatha floor classes. And I just feel there's lots of misconceptions surrounding yoga that can all be dispelled by a short video. So some of the things I get asked regularly is, do you have to be flexible? Do you have to be able to touch your toes? And the answer is no. Flexibility comes through doing yoga, and my personal experience, I've never been a gymnast, I've never been a dancer, and everything that I can do now has been built up over time through doing yoga and through consistency. So if that's something that's worrying you or concerning you, I'd please say, give yoga a go, and when you go, I'm sure you'll be quite happy and shocked to see that there's no touching your toes with your legs straight. Another thing that people always worry about is what to wear. So as long as you feel comfortable, that's all that matters. You can wear tracksuits or yoga pants or shorts. I know some people are quite conscious of the feet. It is better to do it, in my opinion, with your feet, bare feet, but you can get special yoga socks that have special grips on the floor just to help with some positions when we're standing. Another thing that gets asked quite a lot is, or an opinion that I hear quite a lot, is that yoga is weird. And when people say that to me, my only response is, yeah, it is quite weird. And there are times in the week where I think, if anybody's watching us now, they're going to think this is the strangest thing. But the benefits are so good and so beneficial that I think it's worth feeling a bit weird and looking a bit weird. And the truth is that when you're on the mat and you're in a group with people who are all moving and flowing and breathing at the same time, nobody's looking at you, everyone's enjoying their own practice and just starting to connect with their own body and their breath. So you don't need to worry about that as an aspect of yoga. People ask me, is it hard? It's completely up to you. As I just said, it's your practice, so it's however hard you want to push your body. I always give options in class, and you're never expected to push yourself. I only ever say go about 60% of what you can do. And it depends how you're feeling that day. If you feel really energetic, you might want to push yourself a bit more. And if you're feeling quite tired, you might just want a slower, gentler practice. It's completely up to you. It's your class. Another misconception that people say about yoga is that you think that we're going to have to be really quiet. My classes especially, I like to have quite energetic, and I like to encourage people to ask questions and also give me a little bit of feedback. I think it's a two-way thing. If you're not feeling something how I'm describing it, or if you're feeling it too much, I'd always like to be able to direct you properly as to how to improve or what to do next. Or maybe you just need to back off a little bit, and so lots of talking is encouraged. One bit that you don't talk in is called Shavasana at the end, which actually means corpse pose, which at the beginning when you first start coming to classes feels really weird because you just lie on your back and you don't have to move, and you're just encouraged to breathe deeply and just to completely relax. And when you first do that, that is really strange. But then I've found that people who've been coming to classes, that ends up being their favourite part. And that's just your time just to completely switch off. And I think that's what yoga is. And there are misconceptions in the media that you have to be this really bendy person and doing handstands and flipping yourself around. And I think the whole essence of yoga being for you and your breath and your body has kind of been lost a little bit. And that's what I'm trying to get across, is that if you've been to a class before, if you've seen something on social media that's made you feel like, I want to go, but I feel a bit conscious of my body or conscious of I'm not going to be able to do this, I would just like to encourage everybody to have a go. I've been in the same position. I'd been to lots of classes in different countries around the world, some of the most famous yoga venues, and it just didn't click. The class that I ended up learning the most with and really connecting with, I ran past them every day for about 9 months before I summoned up the courage to actually go to a class. So I know how you're feeling, and when you walk into class, everybody has been through those feelings and everybody has had to overcome that anxiety of coming to the first class. And everybody is there for the same reason, so it's really a supportive network and supportive group people who all want to feel good. So all I can say is I would absolutely encourage anybody to give yoga a go. If you have got any questions, if you want to comment below or if you want to message me, I'm more than happy to answer them. And yeah, I can't emphasise enough the benefits of yoga. It's about your body and your breath and about feeling good. And if I can just make one person feel a little bit more reassured about going to their first class through this video, then I hope I can make a little bit of a difference. And as I said, if you've got any questions or any comments, I'd love to hear back and love to hear a little bit of feedback. Thank you.